Sup guys, Jordan here, and today we're going to be going through how to grow followers on Instagram. But before we get into the video, make sure you are subscribed with your notification bell turned on, and let's get started with it. Okay, so the world is in meltdown, okay, or at least everybody that is using Instagram, because Instagram recently had an algorithm update which has literally destroyed what appears to be almost everybody's reach, even the big players. Okay, now Instagram have literally committed war on their users recently. Okay, everybody's noticed it, whether you're just getting a few less likes or you're reaching less people. If you look at your insights, you'll see there's a massive drop. Okay, now this is because Instagram is doing what Facebook did in 2012. In 2012, Facebook had this massive change. Now Facebook owned Instagram, they're going to monopolize the industry. So just to explain this, in 2012, Facebook changed their algorithm, okay? When you used to be able to post on your Facebook page, you'd reach something like 50% of the people that actually like your page, or even more than that, okay? 2012, they dropped it, so your organic post only reached between 1 to 3% of the people that like your page. This is what Instagram are doing right now because they want to push you onto their advertising platform. They want their users to start spending money for them to get that reach up, okay? Because they're seeing now that Instagram is a huge money-making opportunity. Facebook makes billions and billions of dollars every single year purely from adverts. And Instagram's percentage of that is minute, okay? So they need to increase that spend. They want to increase their revenue, get more people spending money on Instagram. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. Now, as part of that as well, they're also massively clamping down on bots, on automation tools, on people with fake engagement, on power likes, all of this stuff, okay? And what they're doing is they're shadow banning people. They're shadow banning people, which essentially is a ban which limits your reach on all of your posts. It means you can't get on the explore page, or your hashtags don't work as well. So they're doing that to people who have previously used things like power likes or automation or a lot of follow unfollow. So now you have to be really careful if you're using any of those things. In fact, I'm actually shadow banned right now at the time of watching this video because I had too much activity on my Instagram page. Now, the problem is I have a team and I have 3 other members of the team who actually have access to my Instagram. I have somebody who answers my DMs. I have somebody else who posts on behalf of me, and all these people access Instagram on mobile. So what I'll show you right now, let me just record my screen right now on my phone so you can see exactly what I'm doing. If you ever want to check what activity you've got, okay, just go on your settings for your profile and click security and then click login activity. Here you can see all of the people that are logged in to your Instagram profile, okay? Now I had 22 things here, okay? This is from tools I'd used in the past, auto schedulers. This is for my team member who lives in the Philippines. I have a team member out in Bulgaria, okay? So my account was being logged in by all these different places all over the world. And Instagram were like, nope, okay, you've got too many people logged in your account. We're gonna shadow ban you. Great. Thank you. So now my reach is really limited. So for the next 7 to 14 days, it's a maximum of 14 days that you'll be shadow banned. If you notice that your reach is really low, my reach is going to be absolutely diabolical. So that's great. I'll just show you what a shadow ban actually means for your page. So if you just give you an example here, we have one video. Let's have a look. Let's get 2 similar videos up. This video here of me talking. Let's go on the insights. We can see how many people this reached. This reached 21,708 people, okay? Let's go on my recent post. Recent post of mine, let's go on this one here where I'm sat at my desk. Let's have a look at the insights. 2,500 people. Cheers, Instagram. Appreciate it. It's not like I don't post every single day and I don't advertise your platform all the time, is it? Nice one, guys. So yeah, that's a shadow ban. It's going to take 7 to 14 days to do that. And my workaround is, instead of actually getting my team member to log in on mobile now, because that's obviously going to trigger some activity bans, what I need to make sure is they actually use my Facebook profile instead. For those of you that don't know, if you've got a Facebook business page and you have an Instagram business profile, you can actually respond to DMs now on Instagram via your Facebook business profile. So go on your Facebook, click on inbox, and you can see your Instagram inbox there as well. So my team members will be able to respond to DMs on there. My support team will, and we don't have to worry about the activity ban. So that's a shadow ban. You want to avoid that. Make sure you don't buy any engagement. Make sure you don't use automation tools. That's a big no-no, okay? You are going to destroy your account. Never buy engagement. It just doesn't look good, and it's going to cost you a lot of money as well. So just don't do it. So avoid a shadow ban at all costs. But the world is shadow banned at the moment. So what can we do about this? How can we get more reach on Instagram? How can we gain more followers? Now, the first thing that you want to do is focus on your hashtags, okay? Make sure you're doing hashtags. Everybody talks about hashtags, but make sure you're putting between 15 and 20 hashtags on every single post. And you don't just want to pick all of the biggest hashtags. I'd recommend you going over to the App Store on Android or on iPhone and getting a hashtag tool. There's loads of them around. I don't have just one individual one to recommend, but have a look at a hashtag tool and pick around 5 really big hashtags, okay? About 10 middle-sized ones and around 5 small ones, okay? So you want a range. You want 5 massive hashtags, so things like hashtag fashion, hashtag cars, depends what niche you're going for. You want it to be niche specific, then do 10 medium-sized ones, and then do 5 smaller ones, okay? So you are getting a whole range there, and you're not just spamming out to all of the really competitive hashtags. That's going to give you the most chances of actually getting on the Explore page. You can, of course, post your hashtags in the comment section of your image. It doesn't have to be on the actual description. So that's the first thing. Now, another thing you need to make sure you do is focus on good quality content. This is key, okay? If you're starting an Instagram page, you've already got a page, make sure your content is high quality. We've all heard the rumors. Instagram have been rolling out getting rid of likes. They're doing this in Australia, they're doing it in other countries. It's going to come to the UK and the US as well. It's just a ticking time bomb. When they get rid of likes, it's going to be a massive change in social media. This is going to be a rift, okay? There's going to be the end of vanity metrics. People aren't going to be looking at Instagram and judging you on how many likes you get on an image anymore. They're not going to be judging you on how many likes that you get on your videos or whatever, okay? This is going to be purely based on battle of the content. And content is king. So make sure that when you're starting an Instagram profile or you've already got one, you're mindful of the content you're putting out there. And it's directly targeted to your follower base. What is your niche? Who are you trying to reach out to? If you don't know what your niche is, then think about it. Why are you starting your Instagram page, okay? Why do you want to grow followers in the first place? If it's just a general Instagram profile and you're just going out with your friends on a Saturday night, you're posting pictures of yourself, you're putting a picture of clothes up someday, you're putting a picture up with your mum, like, if it's just a general Instagram profile, just a personal private profile, do you really need to grow it? You need to think about that as well. I mean, really, you only need to grow a business profile. If you're growing it just for vanity metrics, you're doing it for the wrong reason. If you're growing it just so you can get a few extra likes on your pictures, there's no point. Just to impress your friends, is that really what you want to focus your time on in life? So I'm telling you right now, if you're doing it for that, there's no point. If you're doing it for a business, and because you have a niche, or because you're trying to grow a business, or because you want to grow a business in the first place, whether that's a vlog, whether that's a YouTube channel, whether that's getting some kind of sponsorship, you want to become an influencer, that's fine. But you need to have a niche. You need to pick where you sit in your market. So what I would recommend you doing is finding the 5 biggest people in your industry and looking at what they put out. What content do they put out? What color schemes are they using? What makes them unique? Okay? And pick something that they're not doing. So look at what they are doing, write down all these things, get your 5 people, write them down, what are they doing at the moment, and look at what they're not doing. Where do you fit into this? What opinions do you have which clash with theirs, that go against theirs, okay? What reason will people have for following you and not them? What you don't want to do is replicate somebody else's success, okay? You don't want to just be somebody else, because yes, you'll gain followers, you'll gain like the dribs and drabs of their followers who want to follow you as well because you have similar content. But you really want to find your own unique place in the market, your own unique positioning. Look at my profile. I use a color scheme that other people don't use. I've got the black and white thing going on. I produce content about digital marketing. Lots of people produce content about digital marketing, but generally speaking, I'm very direct and I provide value. The thing about my page that makes me different to my competitors is I'm constantly providing value to my audience. I put out more free value than other people have you pay for. Okay, and that's what makes me unique and why people come and follow me. And since recording this video, I actually made an Instagram video last year. It was September last year, so we're just over a year on. I had 10,000 followers at that point. I've now got over 30,000 followers. So I've grown up exponentially. Yes, there's a long way to go, but I've done that because I found my niche in my market and I provided value to everybody there. Okay, so that is what I would recommend, the 2-3 things that you can do to actually grow your Instagram page now. It's gonna take longer. That's no hidden fact. It's going to take longer. Now, the third thing that you can do is run ads. If Instagram want us to spend money on their platform, do it. Do what they want us to do, okay? If you want to grow quickly, and as quickly as you could have done maybe a year or 2 years ago, because I'll be honest with you, anybody right now who's making YouTube videos telling you you're going to be able to grow as quickly as you could a year or 2 years ago, they're talking shit. They are talking shit. And they're telling you what you want to hear. And I'm not making this channel, this YouTube channel is not for me to tell you what you want to hear, it's for me to provide value to you and to tell you the truth. You're not going to be able to grow in the same ways that you used to grow. Follow unfollow will still work if you want to do that, so you can go on your biggest competitors, you can follow their posts, but you might get banned. You might get shadow banned. Instagram are clamping down on this stuff. You've got to be careful. So if they want people to start spending more money on ads, spend a bit more money on ads, okay? You can run an ad and you could run it even for £2 a day over the course of a week, £10, okay? And you would be able to reach between 5,000 and 10,000 targeted people. You can target individual niches and I'll show you exactly how you can do this, okay? So if we go up on my profile, I'll record this again. You can do this straight from the Instagram platform, or you can watch my video from last year and I can show you how you do it on the Facebook platform, then that you can make a story advert as well. Let's just say I wanted to run this image as an ad. I would go on promote. Okay, I'm going to have to log in here. Okay, we want to send people through to my profile. You can then create your own audience here at the bottom and you can literally select, I'll just close that. You can literally select a whole bunch of interests. So Instagram and Facebook get data from all over the web, but of course, the majority of the internet, like 80% of the internet are on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram. So they get data internally, what people are searching for, what pages they're liking, what interests they have, okay? They use that data, put it on their advertising platform, and you can target individual people. You could target women aged 32 who live on a certain street in London and like red jumpers. It's that targeted. So you can target your industry and get them to engage with your post or visit your profile. So all you need to do is put a post out there saying, hey, I'm growing my profile, or hey, if you want to learn more about this industry, or if you want more fashion posts, if you want more of this, then come over to my profile, give me a follow, promote it, run it as an ad, and you will be able to gain followers on your account. Or alternatively to that, that's one way of doing it. You could run a promotion telling people to come over to your profile. Or on the flip side, you could run an advert on every single one of your posts just to boost the engagement. So you could do £2 on every post, for example, that you put out. You're putting out 2 posts a week, it's £4 a week, it's like £20 over the course of a month, and you're just boosting your engagement a little bit. And as kind of off the back of that, people are gonna, if they like your post, they will then follow your profile. So that's the easiest way to run ads. You can then go onto the Facebook ad platform by going onto business.facebook.com, and you can run Instagram story adverts as well if you would like to do that. So there's 2 ways you can run ads. Now, talking of stories, if you're not running stories at the moment, you're not doing stories daily, I would recommend you doing stories every single day, okay? Even when you're shadow banned, I still get a ton of story views. Stories are extremely lucrative. It's an incredible way for you to keep your audience engaged, for them to see what you're doing on a daily basis, for you to ask them questions. You can add polls, you can add questions, you can add all sorts of interactive features, which are really great for building up a valuable audience on Instagram, which is what makes people engage with you. It's all well and good getting 100,000 followers, but how many people are actually engaging with you? To keep your audience engaged, to keep them interested in you, you need to keep them updated on your life, give them a reason to engage. Stories are a great way for you to do that. So, information overload. Don't panic. Instagram's in an interesting way at the moment. When the algorithm sorts itself out, because I'm sure there's lots of complaints, I will make another video to keep you updated on everything. That is certainly the score for now. I want it to be as realistic as possible for you. I don't want to feed you with some bullshit and say, hey, look, this is how you get 100,000 followers in 1 month. It's not going to happen, okay, unless you buy them, okay, unless you pay for loads of shout outs of loads of companies. So I want to be realistic with you. I want to give you my honest advice on how you can grow right now. It's not going to be as easy as it was, but you certainly can still grow. grow. Okay, that's the end of this video. Please do share it with somebody else who will get value from it. Do stay consistent with your posting, stay consistent with your audience, and you will have success in the long run. That's the end of this video. I'll be back again very, very soon. See you later, guys.